This is Valley News Live at 6.
Happening right now, Rabbi Grossman of the Jewish Center of North Dakota is lighting the public Hanukkah menorah at the Fargo Civic Plaza. The menorah will be on display for all 8 nights of Hanukkah. A ceremony will follow tonight's celebration at the library. It's free and open to the public. Dilworth could be getting a new fire station. Governor Walz is pushing to include the fire department in his upcoming bonding proposal. Valley News Team's JC Dodd was there as the governor toured the station. She tells us why the department upgrade isn't a want, but a need.
Since 1982, our fire department has simply made do.
Bringing the Dilworth Fire Station into the 21st century.
We owe it to everyone to do better.
Was the goal behind Governor Walz's visit to the small town, a part of his bonding proposal to use state dollars to invest in communities throughout Minnesota. Dilworth is stopped because of the danger the cramped station imposes to the 30 volunteer firefighters.
Our firefighters are put in danger here in their own facility, in their own house where they're supposed to be safe.
The system that fills their air tanks sits in the same area as the fire engines.
We can't ask them to fill their bottles for oxygen in a situation that is not as safe as it needs to be.
The proposed project, tearing down the station and building from the ground up, costing an estimated $6.5 million. It already has $2.3 million in local funding and $975,000 in federal funding. Now the firefighters are waiting for the state to approve $3.2 million in funds.
And a new fire hall would just let us serve our community that much better.
Payne says he's optimistic the state will come through.
But you never know with politics, right?
While it's not a guarantee,
I am hopeful.
In Dilworth, JC Dodd, Valley News Live.
The bonding proposal to approve the Dilworth project is set for the 2022 legislative session. If approved, the fire station could break ground by 2024. Some parts of the valley could see snow as temperatures drop overnight. Let's go to Chief Meteorologist Hutch Johnson with a look at tonight's weather. Hutch.
Hey, there's an exclusive live look for you. The Devil's Lake area getting snow already covering road surfaces now as the commute time pretty much over, but still some slippery road conditions developing up north where temperatures are a little bit cooler. So we're going to get a shot of snow. It's not going to be impressive, but certainly remember those driving skills. Here's a look at the latest radar from the Rolla area. Devil's Lake right into the central Red River Valley. We have a band of snow south of there. Some pretty good showers of rain pushing into Sisseton right now, where we see the greens that are dark and yellows. From Candoo, Rock Lake, and Devil's Lake, we're seeing that dark blue band, and that extends into Steele County and southern parts of Trail County and the I-29 corridor. Showing up on the radar here in the FM area is some snow, but not seeing anything come down yet. Here's that heavier batch of rain showers I've been talking about. This will last into the overnight hours. Temperatures cold enough for snow. Where we have temperatures below freezing, it'll begin accumulating on road surfaces, reducing visibility at times, as you see here. In Fargo, flurries and flakes. Then after we get through around the 2 a.m. hour, things do quiet down a bit, and then we turn our attention to the weekend, Saturday night. Well, snow develops. First alert weather day from Saturday night and into Sunday morning. Overnight, we could have significant snowfall amounts that you'll want to have that shovel waxed and ready to go. Some of us will need a snowblower.
Yeah, I got some work to do.
All right.
Thanks, Hutch. Cass County authorities have completed their initial investigation into the fire that destroyed a home south of Fargo. They say due to the extent of damage, it's difficult to determine the cause or even where the fire started. Crews battled that fire on Tuesday. The residents of the home, Dr. David Lotzer and Nona Kozlowski, were able to escape before the house became engulfed. Only Dr. Lotzer sustained injuries. He's since been released from the hospital. The investigation will continue. Police say a woman was caught red-handed, arrested after a Cass County deputy says she was in the process of burglarizing a building. A deputy was patrolling an area west of Mapleton yesterday and noticed suspicious activity on a property just off County Road 10. Authorities say the deputy spotted Tina Retz in the process of committing the crime. They also say drug paraphernalia and a concealed weapon was found in her vehicle. Minnesota State Patrol has unveiled new body cameras set to roll out by next summer. All troopers will be outfitted with the cameras as part of the State Patrol's ongoing efforts to increase transparency and accountability. Minnesota State Patrol Chief Langer says troopers are eager to demonstrate what they do, and fail-safes have been put in place to make sure every interaction is captured.
The long and the short of it is if they're interacting with a member of the public in some type of enforcement interaction, they need to turn it on. The other thing that we've done is invested in technology. So they have Bluetooth trigger devices in both their taser holster and their sidearm holster. So in the event that either of those are drawn, it automatically triggers the body-worn camera if for some reason it wasn't already activated by the trooper.
The initiative was funded by the legislature and signed into law by Governor Walz earlier this year. Starting next week, 40 troopers will be among the first to wear body cameras on a full-time basis. It's the largest deployment of body-worn cameras in the state. If you've paid more for a meal at a restaurant recently, you aren't alone. As of September, the U.S. Bureau of Labor says the prices consumers pay at bars and restaurants has gone up almost 5% compared to last year.
Chicken wings are a perfect example. We used to be able to get a case of chicken wings for maybe $50, and then they were $140 to $160 for a while.
Rogenkamp says the restaurant business isn't like others. Prices can't be raised regularly, saying she only just raised prices on her menu for the first time since 2018. Most are only by a quarter. She adds the shortages have temporarily forced the diner to remove items throughout the last few months. The new Randy's location in West Fargo is slated to open in February. The second COVID case involving the Omicron variant in the U.S. has been detected in Minnesota. The Department of Health says the man lives in Hennepin County and recently traveled to New York City for an anime conference. He was not only vaccinated but also boosted. The Minnesota man developed mild symptoms on November 22nd and received a COVID test 2 days later. He has since recovered. On a visit to Dilworth today, Governor Walz commented on the newest variant.
This will not be the last variant, and that's not a doom and gloom perspective. That's just science. There will be another one. The question is, do they send more people to the hospital? Do they defeat our vaccines? And at this point in time, we simply don't know.
The first confirmed case of the variant in the nation was reported in California just yesterday. At least 23 other countries have reported Omicron infections since South African authorities first identified that variant last week. The city of West Fargo held their tree lighting a short time ago at the POW MIA Plaza, as well as a ribbon cutting to celebrate the completion of the Cheyenne Street Urban Reconstruction Project. Crowds gathered to enjoy the holiday event and admire the reconstruction, which added streetscaping and improved walkability and safety. The project has also added and enhanced infrastructure, including improvements to water mains and sewers throughout the corridor. Today, the city of Fargo held a ribbon cutting for its first electric vehicle charger. It's at Fargo City Hall on 4th Street North. The city collaborated with Xcel Energy to complete this grant-funded project. The charger will supply electrical power for charging plug-in electric vehicles, including hybrid cars and trucks. The Minnesota DNR has rescinded a rule that temporarily banned deer coming in from out of state. An emergency rule had been put in place in October after authorities found a herd of deer with chronic wasting disease in Wisconsin. Since then, CWD has been found in deer in both Minnesota and North Dakota. The rule was meant to give officials time to test the deer population and track their movements. However, the DNR determined they couldn't continue their research due to inconsistent and lost records. They say they did the best they could in determining the risk level of local deer. That rule will be rescinded on Monday. Later on Valley News Live at 6, a local family receives a magical surprise. Their apartment transformed for the holidays.
Our weather is going to be more wintry. Starting tonight, we'll have some accumulating snow up to a couple inches in places. And Saturday night and into Sunday morning, wind and snow will bring several inches of flaky matter to the area. First Alert Weather Days for the weekend. We'll have details in your hour-by-hour forecast. Join me. Weather is next.